Next, let's look at complex sentences. And this is where people start getting a little bit scared. But you don't need to be. Just remember, independent clause, dependent clause. John retired. John is the subject, retired is the verb. I have a complete idea. That's all I need to know. He doesn't work anymore. But I want to give you more information. John retired when he turned 65. So this is an adverb clause. Okay, this whole thing is an adverb clause. It has its own subject and verb. And it tells you something about the verb retired. When did he retire? When he turned 65. Turn means had his birthday. Okay? Now this is a complex sentence. It's much longer than this one, but it works in the same way. Let me read it to you. Whether you agree with me or not makes little difference to our investors, who, by the way, are the ones most affected by whatever mistakes we make. Now you're thinking, wow, that's a crazy sentence. Where do I start? Start with the independent clause, always. A little bit trickier here though, okay? The easiest way to find your independent clause is first find your tense verbs. Any verb that has a past, present, or future tense in any form, find that first. Agree, okay? There's a subject here, you agree. This is one combination of subject-verb. Or not, blah, 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 makes. Well, that S tells you that this is a tense verb, simple present. Okay, we'll figure out where the subject for it is. All right. Little difference to our investors. Makes what? Who, by the way, are. So here's another tense verb. And here's your subject for it, okay? The ones most affected by whatever mistakes we make. And here's your last one. So now you're thinking, okay, well, I have subject verb, I have subject verb, I have subject verb. Well, where's the verb, where's the subject for this verb? And here it is. Okay, this is a noun clause. Noun clauses act as subjects or objects. Okay, so this is your whole subject, this is your verb. Little difference to our investors. Now here we have an adjective clause telling me something about investors, telling me a little bit extra information about investors. Who are the ones most affected by what? And here we have another noun clause. By what? But whatever mistakes we make. Whatever is the object conjunction. For mistakes, we make these mistakes. So now, a little bit simpler, I hope, but you still see, I have my independent clause with a noun clause in it, which already makes it a complex sentence, but then I can add others. Okay, I can add as many as I need. This is not a bad sentence, but remember, if it's getting out of control, if you're writing and your sentence is just too long, think about cutting it somewhere. Cut it in 2, cut it in 3, but make it very clear. But at least keep one of the independent clauses in there so that you still have a complex sentence.